It had by far. Hello, people of the internet, and welcome to Brett Eats Richmond. Today, you will get to see a person on YouTube eat tacos. And where are these tacos from? They're from Soul Taco, near my house in Jackson Ward on 2nd Street. Okay, we begin in these 3 boxes, unlabeled, unfortunately. So part of this game is figuring out which taco is which. I have an unknown number of tacos since I have yet to open the box. So let's go ahead. Get that out. 3 tacos in there. 3 tacos in there. There are 9 tacos in total here from Soul Taco. And today, we're going to do a nice quick video. Which is the absolute best one? Ooh, it smells good already. We start off with box number 1. I can already see it's got a catfish taco in here, and it appears to be an oxtail, and then it's their 7-layer dip. Now, in full disclosure, I have eaten at Soul Taco before. I used to go here all the time pre-pandemic. My favorite one has always been the catfish, but I would like to discover which is my new favorite, because it has been quite some time. The 7-layer one I've always kind of avoided because I'm not a huge bean guy, but you know what? I'm feeling brave. Let's go ahead and have some beans. Actually, I think this is the sweet potato one. See, they're unlabeled, I don't know. Anyways, there's sweet potatoes, there's pickled onions, there's some sort of crema fraiche, an avocado, and some beans. Beans. Let's try it out. I don't like beans, and I like this taco a lot. Wow. Now, for a lot of these, they combine, there was a book that was released, salt, fat, acid, heat. I think there's a thing on Netflix on this as well. Basically, those are the principles of a complete dish. This has all of it. Saltiness of the sweet potatoes, also a little bit of sweet from the sweet potatoes. There's not much heat, so maybe it's got 2 of the 4. But regardless, it's got the acid from the pickled onions, which is absolutely delicious. Some more fat with the avocado, and beans, which I don't know what beans taste like, but it's because I don't eat them. If you're a vegetarian, you're in luck. Soul Taco's got some good stuff for you. We move on. What I believe is the catfish taco. I will have to take a bite out of it. It says breaded and fried catfish with some sort of aioli, which I believe aioli is fancy mayo. And it's got some sort of a cabbage and salsa type thing. I've had this one before. This was my former favorite. Let's see if any of these can dethrone. Most of YouTube is just people watching people play video games or eating food, so welcome. Thank you for joining me. I mean, it's delicious. It's so good. The catfish is king for a reason. With his little whiskers, delicate flavors. Now, all these are cold because it takes some time transporting them here, and they're all still delicious. Try the next one, if you guys insist. I insist. Oh, my taco fell apart. All right. This is the oxtail al pastor. This is also one of my favorites. So they put these little crunchy bits in it, along with a pineapple salsa and oxtail, which is an ox's tail, I believe. I've done no research, but I believe it's an ox's tail, and if done correctly, it can be the most tender and flavorful part of the cow. This is one of the only ones that has like a fruit in their salsa. It's delicious. It's so good. So far, yeah, Soul Taco is 3 for 3. Those were delicious. The oxtail tastes amazing. It's got this wonderful beef flavor. It's very rich. The pineapple salsa goes with it perfectly. It's perfect. But we shall see if there's something more perfect. I have no idea what any of these are. There's one that there are two new on the menu that I have yet to try. I believe one has shrimp and one has cauliflower. I think I spot both of them in here. This one I do recognize. This is a pulled pork carnitas. Hold that up to the camera. Maybe they can see it a little better. This has also got, they're a big fan of their crema fraiche, which I'm a big fan of it as well. So they're pulled pork carnitas. Very flavorful, very delicious. It's also got this cabbage and the crunchies on it to give you a full mouthfeel. And that's even before I've tasted it. But I cheated, I know. So it could be that, ooh, got a nice little kick to it too. It could be that these are all cold, and so therefore some of the warmth and the flavor has evaporated from some of them. And so the pulled pork, the meat so far of all these, by far the most flavorful. All of them have been kind of mild up to this point, and that has got a kick to it. Super juicy, super flavorful. I love that one. So far, this one's kind of the winner. This is some sort of a cauliflower one. I see some carrots in there, more crema fraiche. It's leaking significantly. Some sort of a bell pepper, perhaps. I'm not entirely sure. There's also significantly less filling in this one. I have not had this one. This one is new to me. We shall investigate. I do quite like cauliflower. The people at home were wondering, does this man like cauliflower? He does. I realize this is the loudest one. That's something that we can determine from that. Required the most chewing. It had kind of like a buffalo, I believe it's called buffalo cauliflower. That's the name of the dish. Almost like a buffalo, the spicy wing kind of sauce. It tasted like that was in there. That was really good. It was very sweet. You could taste the sweetness of the carrots. I think they may have tossed the cauliflower in something because it's a little sweeter, or maybe they blanched it. Anyways, it's very crispy. It's very nice. They did not deep fry the cauliflower like a lot of places do, but I like that. It was the thinnest of the tacos, the least amount of the fillings. It's really good. It's really refreshing. If you were to get a whole bunch of these, I'd get a couple of these to eat kind of in the middle as like a palate cleanser. An amuse-bouche, perhaps. An amuse taco. I have no idea what this one is. I have never seen this one before. I thought this would be the chicken Tinga Jambalaya. Perhaps it is. Looks like chicken. It's something. That was the messiest of all the tacos. The most things in it. There's a lot of things on this one. All the other ones have been kind of lightly seasoned with things carefully placed in it. And it seems with this chicken Tinga Jambalaya, it is kind of jumbled all in there. A lot of Cajun flavorings. Not much crunch, considering there appears to be crunchy things. And I'm not getting much outside of Cajun seasoning and chicken. Still good. Not my favorite so far. The last treasure box, mystery box, a perfect set of jewels from Soul Taco in Jackson Ward. Taco jewels, my favorite kind. This one is a shrimp one. This one is also new to me. It may not be new on their menu, but it's new to me. Last time I went, they did not have this. There appears to be corn. There appears to be shrimp. And that is all I can identify. And some more crema fraiche. It's also, now this one is the leakiest out of all of them. So quickly, I'll have a bite. Okay. We have differentiation. So far, all the tacos I've been having going like, yeah, this one's a little better than the other one. I don't like shrimp, I've discovered when eating that. I like it okay, but to me, shrimp is not the star of a show. If you like shrimp, you're gonna love this, because they brought out the shrimpiness of shrimp, but I don't like shrimp. So this one is the shrimp. Let's get that taste out of my mouth with the Carne Asada. I believe this is the Carne Asada. This one has tomatoes, it's got pepper, it's got little peppers in the back, it's got some aioli, some avocado, And chicken fried steak. Ooh, you know what? I know which one's last. I'm very excited for that one. But I shan't get ahead of myself. For whatever reason, all the contents of this one shifted to one side. So, the Carne Asada is the least stable out of all of them. I can only draw that conclusion. It's really good. They chicken fry their steak superbly. And the avocado and the tomato, it all works in harmony. The avocado has a nice amount of fat. The beef has a very great depth of umami flavors. And the tomato really brightens everything up. I love that one. I will say, after eating all these together, it kind of does stand out. But we now go for the buttermilk fried chicken taco. This is probably the one that if I bring a friend here, this is the one they'll have, because this is kind of the safest one. It's chicken. I'm most excited for this one, just because this is a taste of pre-pandemic flavors. Cheers, cheers. Last one, and then I'll have some more insight. That was good. So, that one had the most pickled onions in it, and I think it needs it, because there is a lot of fat in that dish. It's a fried chicken dish, a lot of fat, avocado, a lot of fat, a mayonnaise-based sauce, a lot of fat, and then pickled onions out the wazoo to help cut through that like a ginzo. That was really good. But what have we learned? If I were to rank these, which one was my favorite? And which one would I recommend to you? If you're coming here to Richmond and you go to Soul Taco and you only have a limited amount of time and you need to get 3 of the best tacos Richmond has to offer, what would I recommend? The 3 best ones. Probably the buttermilk fried chicken one. It had the most acid to cut out all that fat. It's also the most unique one. Next in line, I gotta say, I think the catfish still reigns supreme. The catfish taco is milder than the rest of these. But I think that plays to its advantage. The buttermilk is such a strong flavor and so fatty that something nice and light to go in between that would be the catfish, and it is delicious. And the cabbage they put in this is just tremendous. And then finally, to make the perfect taco trio at Jackson Ward's Soul Taco would be the pulled pork. Move these around. We'll shuffle them and juggle them. It would be the pulled pork. The pulled pork stood out even after eating those 3, which were some of my favorites already. I had had the pulled pork obviously before, but I had never had it comparatively. And I didn't realize just how good their pork is. It's so flavorful and so juicy. For the vegetarians, there's only 2 options, which would be the 7-layer dip, which is sweet potato-y and cauliflower. So just get 3 of those. It's delicious. You're not gonna miss much. If you were to have one taco from Soul Taco, it probably would be the pulled pork one. This is what they do best. Guys, thank you so much for watching me eat tacos. Thank you all for helping me come to the conclusion which is the best taco from Soul Taco. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching.